Marketing agencies are dead because the biggest brands in the world are abandoning traditional marketing techniques.
That's not true, my guy. You can't argue with the data. I think that's just a hook, to be honest. And if it was over, Facebook would be declaring bankruptcy, which they're clearly not doing. I'm bored with this story.
Before Trump was president, they took everyone on the Republican card and they ran their presentation through a test to see what grade level they're all speaking at.
Oh, I know where he's going to go already. Listen up, guys. This is going to be great.
But they ran Trump's back and it was at a 4th grade level.
Goat. Oh my God, there is so much smoke out there. People who burn through agencies because they get zero results. Not liking this, poor thing. Welcome to the Results-Based Marketing Podcast, the podcast for business owners looking to leverage wildly profitable and cutting-edge marketing, lead generation, and lead nurture campaigns in their business. I'm Simon Cryer, the founder of Automate Convert, where we've literally helped clients generate millions, hundreds of millions of dollars using the exact strategies that I'm going to share with you in this podcast. So if you want to automate, convert, and dominate your industry, you're in the right place at the right time. Let's get started. Thanks for being here. Hey, Simon here from the Results-Based Marketing Podcast. You guys asked for it. We're going to deliver. Let's do some more reaction reels here that the team has given me. I've never seen this before, so you get in at first, cab off the rank. Let's have a look at the first one here. Neil Patel, the Google guru? Okay. Let's see how I can tear him to shreds. What, guys? Let's see what he's got to say.
The most valuable skill set in digital marketing, it's not creativity, it's not SEO, it's actually automation. In marketing, there's a lot of tasks that are mundane that people have to do, from exporting spreadsheets to analyzing data to crunching numbers, putting together formulas, and you can use tools like UiPath.
Now that's true to some degree. I don't know if it's the most valuable, but I think it's as valuable. The automation part, look, the lead follow-up is as valuable as the lead generation. But I don't know that automations is the most powerful. I think there's some great plays for AI and there's some great plays for automation. If you're doing a task on repeat all the time, absolutely, that should be automated. There's no question about that at all. So if you're doing a task on repeat all the time, absolutely you should be automating that. Let's see what else he's got to say.
To automate a lot of this kind of stuff. So if you want to do really well in digital marketing, learn automation because it's a new skill set that a lot of companies are going to be requesting.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I think he's on the money there. I don't know if it's the most valuable. The most valuable thing is to get really amazing at marketing. You do that one thing and you can have the most inefficient, unoptimized business and still make a ton of profit. That's the reason why we're getting into business. And money and leads is the lifeblood of your business. If you don't have sales and marketing nailed, it doesn't matter how much automation you have because you're bankrupt, you're broke. So get those priorities nailed in first, then have the conversation with automation. You have to nail it before you can scale it. And that's when you need automations, is when you're at scale. So go nail it. Get great at sales, get great at marketing, get great at automating and converting, and you'll have a happy life, happy marketing. Cheers. Oh, who is this person? I don't know who this person is. Let's check it out, what she's got to say.
I once paid a guy $4,000 to teach me about Facebook marketing. Here's what I learned. I had about 4 calls with him, and basically he took me through the steps of how to create a Facebook ad, what to look out for in terms of optimizing and looking at analytics. So basically it was very technical. For the most part, I didn't really feel like I was learning too much. It was more him looking at it and telling me to, adjust certain things.
Oh my God, there is so much smoke out there. I get this a lot. I hear it a lot in the marketplace, like not valuable at all. I've seen people who burn through agencies because they get zero results. And it's interesting that she paid $4,000 to learn a skill and still not really valuable. Let's continue to listen to what she's got to say. Not liking this, poor thing.
But I didn't really understand why he was doing it and how he came to that conclusion. Now, what I learned in hindsight,
that would have been helpful.
After doing many other courses and doing lots of trial and error, I've come to one conclusion. And that is, you can be as technical as you want, but it will be like pushing a rock up a hill if your ad creatives are not good. If your ad creative is boring, if it doesn't capture attention, if it doesn't...
So just to be clear, when she's talking about ad creative, she's talking about the image or she's talking about the video, just so you know what she's talking about with creative.
If it doesn't speak to the problem that the customer's having, if it's not even targeting the right customers and they don't know what you're selling.
Okay, maybe she doesn't know what she's talking about with ad creative, but typically ad creative means the image or the video, but she's talking about some other elements as well. I agree with her so far.
Or why it's important. your ads would never work anyway, even if they were super optimized. So that's what I learned when...
In her situation, I think as a business owner, you've got to have a look at what is the highest and best value use of your time. So do you really want to be doing a digital marketing business? Is that the thing that you set up for, you signed up for as an entrepreneur? Or did you really want to master the main thing of your business, right? So you got to know that. So if you want to be an agency, go master digital ads and go be an agency. If you want to be an entrepreneur that's specializing in e-commerce, figure out the other e-commerce components, figure out your brand, figure out your messaging, figure out your audience, right? I've done so many courses myself when I learnt to master this craft. I did about a decade of studying different courses and many of them were obsolete before I even started them, right? So I got them as like, oh, Facebook hasn't been offering that as a target demographic for over a year. So yeah, courses can be a bit hit and miss. My best advice would be, just there's plenty of free stuff that you can listen to before, like you being on here is probably a really good idea. You can learn a ton without paying $4,000. Or if you really want to ramp it up, if you're a business owner that's doing between $1 and $5 million, don't try and become a digital marketing agency. And you don't need to go to the expense of hiring an actual marketer full-time, paying a six-figure income, but get an agency that can give you leverage of expertise and depth of knowledge across a whole range of platforms, not just exclusive to Facebook. Cheers. Hey, if you're a business owner making between $1 and $5 million a year and you want more consistent qualified leads to grow your business, then why don't we have a complimentary chat? I'm looking to personally invest $26,000 into 7 individual businesses right now who are serious about scaling. Book in a call with me and my team using the link in the show notes below to see if you qualify. Now back to the episode.
Paid traffic is the best form of advertising at the moment because you're working alongside these platforms. If you're just doing organic social, such as like posting every day, using hashtags, looking at the followers, it's just not going to grow your business as quick as actually paying these platforms for impressions. The main platform that
This is going to be so good to talk about. I can't wait to dive into this.
people start on, especially with dropshipping or building brands, is Facebook advertising. In my opinion, it is the most powerful. It's got the most data and it's probably the easiest to use. If you're really struggling with Facebook advertising, maybe it's just your personality, you're more of a creative person rather than a technical person. Maybe
It's not me, it's you.
Maybe you can do influencer marketing, but again, it's not very scalable and controllable. It's hard to measure. So that's why I always recommend starting with Facebook with your product.
Yeah, look, I agree with that. It depends on your product or service, obviously. I think the fastest way for you to grow and get new qualified leads is paid ads. That's true. But there is a place for content. Content is going to help you with conversions, right? Because people are going to go on a customer journey to find out more about you. They will check out your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your LinkedIn page, and to see if you've actually know what the hell you're talking about or if you're BSing like every other second person out there in the marketplace. Does that make sense? I agree. I think, if you want to get traction fast, absolutely. But if you want that paid advertising to convert at a higher level, you got to have some content marketing as well so people can trust you right off the bat. Binge watch some of your content to see how passionate you are and if you're the real deal. Cheers. Hope that helps. Happy marketing. I have no idea who this next one is.
Marketing agencies are dead because the biggest brands in the world are abandoning traditional marketing techniques.
What? Maybe, but are you the biggest brand in the world? Hey, listen, what works for the biggest brand in the world is probably not going to work for you, okay? So that first off, I don't know who this guy's. Actually, I kind of do.
The old world of PPC, SEO, targeted ads, it's over. It's just not working.
That's not true, my guy.
And every big brand in business is doing the same thing. So it's incredibly hard.
Big brand in business. Your business is, chances are, not a big brand in business. So this message probably isn't even relevant for you.
Hard to be competitive in that space. Now, what's interesting about this is it's opened up a multi-billion-dollar opportunity in the space of marketing. But ironically, digital marketers and social media marketing agencies have almost zero hope of capturing any of that opportunity.
Well. Let's see what he's got to say about that.
Because the ones who are poised to make a killing in the next 10 years are the video production studios. It's the storytellers who are going to own the next decade when it comes to getting paid the big bucks to help big brands reach real people in a way that resonates.
I'm bored with this story, but I will say it really does depend. You know, me and my team at Media Buyers, we go back and forth with long form copy. I love long form copy for a number of reasons because it sort of tells a story and you're speaking more to your specific audience about their problems, their pain points, who they blame, what things they need to do, how it doesn't need to be the way, it's not their fault, and then you're offering a solution. My team hate it. They love short form copy, but we just don't really care. I'm not married to the form of copy. I'm married to what the data says, right? So if we were looking, I'm going to Google how much Facebook took in terms of revenue, and we'll see if it's over, because you can't argue with the data. I just think it's not true. I think it's irrelevant for some of the big brands. I think that's just a hook, to be honest. So I've heard enough to know that it's irrelevant for most businesses. Most businesses aren't the biggest brands in the world. And if it was over, Facebook would be declaring bankruptcy, which they're clearly not doing. And cost of ads would be a lot cheaper, which they are clearly not getting any cheaper at all. You just got to get good. It's not that the everyone's doing it. It's just everyone's doing the same, but it's not the channel. It's the message and it's the offer. Get good at that and you'll get cut through. Simple as that. You want me to talk about Russell Brunson? Russell was my homeboy. I love Russell.
Before Trump was president, when they were doing all the primaries and stuff, and they did a test, they took every one of the people that were running on the Republican card, and they ran their presentation through like a test to see like what age, like what grade level they're all speaking at. And the typical politician was speaking like a 7th or 8th grade level, which may seem kind of low, but whatever.
Oh, I know where he's going to go already. This is good. Listen up, guys. This is going to be great.
Kind of low, but whatever. But they ran Trump's back, and it was at a 4th grade level. Okay? And it's interesting because when you're trying to persuade people, if you're talking at a 7th grade level or 10th grade level or college level, you're not going to persuade them. You're going to confuse them.
Yes. A confused buyer does take no action at all. You confuse your marketplace, they're not going to buy from you. They just keep scrolling.
And they're going to separate away. You got to be speaking at a 2nd or a 3rd grade level. Okay? That is the key through all sorts of communication.
GOAT, the greatest of all time. Hey guys, super fun. I hope you found that valuable and I hope you found it helpful. I'm really interested in your comments. What is your take? Do you disagree with me on that? I'm here to help you and serve you. If you've got any questions, please pop it into the comment. If you're listening to this in a podcast, check out the YouTube channel. It'll make a whole heap more sense and it'll be a lot more fun and valuable for you to listen to. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I know your time is the most valuable asset that you have. Happy marketing. God bless. Bye for now. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to Results-Based Marketing. If today's episode gave you valuable insights into maximizing your marketing efforts, we'd love your support. Please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. Let's keep the conversation going. Connect with me on socials at Simon Cryer. All the links for me are in the show notes below. And happy marketing. Thank you so much for your attention.